Coming up on Dine Dish Nation, it's called a stylish pit stop for premium patties. Brome Modern Eatery serves up cutting-edge burgers and hand-spun cornflake shakes. We're headed to Coop Detroit, where it's a mashup of food truck meets cafe. Caribbean and Asian fusion cooked to perfection. And uniquely Detroit, Otus Supply Company boasts an adventurous menu that's both artsy and elegant. Hi, I'm Kam Carman, and welcome to Dine Dish Nation, where we explore the fabulous eateries of Detroit and beyond, where we celebrate the culinary genius that's feeding America's comeback city. Thanks for joining us as we welcome reviewers from all over the community who've come together to dish about their local favorite restaurants. Dine Dish Nation works like this. Every week, we ask 3 guests, people who are just like you, to check out 3 local dining establishments. We're not food snobs here, we're just real people talking about real food and offering real reviews. We're here at our new home base for Dine Dish Nation, Republic Tavern, where an eclectic menu equals rustic chic in downtown Detroit. They show their love and support for community by locally sourcing their ingredients, and they'll make you feel like royalty because it's housed in an historic castle. Okay, let's get started. This week we welcome Nathan Hochstein, who's a software engineer, Mary Nafsou, who is an occupational therapist, and Mary Burkhardt, who's a national pharmacy executive with the Department of Veteran Affairs. First up on this week's show, it's one of the freshest places to pop up in Detroit. The burgers melt in your mouth and the juice bar keeps you balanced. Check out Brome Modern Eatery.
My name's RAHAL, and I'm the sous chef of Brome Modern Eatery. Brome is a fast casual burger joint. If you care about what goes in your body, I highly recommend Brome. So we do utilize Creekstone farm beef. It's 100% halal, so it's less meat. We do carry organic beef. It's non-GMO, no growth hormones. It's all grass-fed, free-range beef. Also for the chicken, it's cage-free. No antibiotics whatsoever. And it's actually 80-20. It's 80% beef, 20% fat. Much less than the competition where it's like, 70-30 or 60-40 and whatnot. We buy local. We support our local vendors and suppliers. Balance was incorporated into Brome. And it's a cold pressed juice bar, so it's all organic product when available, no added sweeteners, no preserved product, no simple syrup. We really care about what we serve our guests, and everything is made in-house. It's all made from scratch. Pretty much, if you're looking for flavor, fair prices, awesome food, clean, healthy product, Brome.
Brome is one of those places it's new, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's green, and it's bright, and the food is really good too.
Yes, we had a very good experience there. We had a burger, and I had the chicken sandwich. And what I liked about it was there was a little kind of food for everybody there. No matter who's in your family, there's something on the menu from gluten-free to halal to vegetarian and vegan options. That was terrific.
Right. What did you have specifically?
I had the crispy chicken, and then we had the sweet potato puffs, and then my friend had the mushroom and onion burger without the onions, unfortunately, because he doesn't like onions, but it still was terrific. It was really juicy, and the bun was really soft. It was just gorgeous. And my crispy chicken sandwich had pickles, and the pickles are homemade.
Oh.
And it was just, I'd never had that combination with fried chicken. It was really outstanding. And then we had chili cheese tots.
Oh, cool, yum.
Yes, and then to top it off, we had the shake, that was cider and donut shake.
Oh, that's delicious.
Off the hook.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It was
wow.
very good.
And it had little pieces of donut in there and had a donut hanging off of it.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then cider flavored shake and then whipped cream and cinnamon on top. It was really outstanding. You know, there's just so many things to eat in so little time.
What did you have, Mary?
I had the Veggie Mommy burger and sweet potato fries, and then we shared one of the salads, which was delicious, very fresh. They had some goat cheese on there, it was really soft, give it a nice texture, just really, really good. And then we had the sweet potato fries and their house fries. Their sauces were delicious. Like they had like a chipotle mayonnaise on the burger I got, was really good. The salads had a avocado kind of a dressing, like an avocado lime, like vinaigrette. Was dipping my burger in.
Oh, yeah. Now there's a thought.
Yep.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Everything was very flavorful, very fresh. I had one of their juices. It was the Arabian coffee, and it was delicious. And it's really cool how they have the setup where the restaurant is, and there's like an overpass.
Yeah.
And that's where their juice bar is. And it's all glass, and it's all fresh squeezed juices.
Tell me about this coffee you had.
So it was like I guess like a frozen coffee, but it was like blended, and it had cashews, dates, like regular coffee, and
wow,
I think honey. I'm not sure, some kind of sweetener, but it was really, really good.
How about you, Nathan?
I also had the Vegemami burger, and I also got to try the grilled chicken burger as well. And then I think in my notes for it, I underlined fresh like 3 times.
Yeah.
I feel like they went into the supermarket that day, pulled it in, and served it right to me on the plate. At Balance, I had the Sunset Horizon, which was a carrot, celery, orange, ginger, turmeric, and it was really good, especially after a big heavy burger.
Yes, yes.
And I would say that, again, it felt like a healthy thing to have as well to go with it. I would go back to the juice bar just for the view. You can see up and down the entire Shelby
True.
Street and all the way across to Canada on a nice day.
When you go there and you have a burger, which you know everybody loves, you don't feel like you're eating so unhealthy because the food there is so fresh, and then you can always get a raw juice, you know, or you can really help your, you know, well-being by being healthy. And they have breakfast served there, lunch and dinner, and it's a great place.
Yeah, and their patties are organic. You can get an organic patty. I'm actually gonna stop there on my way home.
Oh, well, good. We've sold you on that one. That one. Did anybody have dessert?
I also had one of the concretes, which is like I had the vanilla custard with Oreo. Mm-hmm. And if you really enjoy a nice full vanilla flavored cream, like custard or ice cream, I would definitely recommend it. It was incredible.
What did you guys think about the living wall?
It was very well done, and it was probably 15 feet wide and 2 stories tall, so it was quite beautiful.
Like you said, they've really transformed the venue. It is such a nice restoration of the building as well, which I think is very fitting for Detroit.
It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
What was the crowd like? Younger, older, mix of everybody?
I think it was a mix. I saw some people who looked like they were on their own reading and being very quiet, and then we had some people waiting for carry-out, and we had other people that looked like they were in a slightly larger group. But what was so cute was they had our Detroit icons on the wall. It just felt very upscale Detroit in a burger theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a very wide array of people as well, very diverse, and because I think the venue suits that. You could go there for, like you said, to read a book. You could go there with some friends. It's right by Kobo as well, so if you just need to hop in out of a convention or something, I think that'd be a good choice as well.
On to this week's second venue. It's Caribbean Fusion street food style. Coop Detroit takes the farm-to-table movement to a whole new level.
I'm Chef Max, owner of Chef and River Bistro in Coop Detroit. Yeah, so Coop is a real fun concept here in the Detroit Shipyard, kind of Caribbean fusion, food truckish, and so I wanted to pay homage to different islands all over the Caribbean. People just think of Jamaica, but I wanted to take them on a roller coaster ride to different islands, a little Bahamas, a little Trinity, a little DR, a little Puerto Rico. So I guess that's how our menu is kind of inspired. Just real fun and Caribbean fusions. So my background is Bahamian. My mom's from Bahamas, and so I wanted to pay homage to some of the things that she taught me and some of my grandparents and some of my traditional roots. When I was in Miami, I had a lot of Haitian cooks. I had a lot of DR guys and Puerto Rican chefs and cooks, and so I kind of took a lot of that, that passion and that energy they gave, and added it to my menus every day. So it kind of reminds you of a food court going into the mall, and you have all these different outlets where you can get all different cuisines, and it's really not a fast food-ish. It's more of a kind of a street food, kind of food truckish. And so we're just really gung-ho, and we hope people come out and enjoy it. It's really a labor and a passion of what I have and how I see food, and so it's my illustration for food on a plate or on a tray, and so welcome and come back. Absolutely.
Coop Detroit is one of those new places that's in the food hall, which is Detroit Shipping Company, and it's really nice. It's a fun place. It's casual. It's very casual. What did you guys think of that?
It was really exciting because this was a kind of a quiet Sunday, although there was the Lions game going, so people could watch the Lions game. There was some cheering going on, and there were restaurants all around. So even if you're not into Caribbean food, there was other restaurants in the same location.
Right.
So I had the carrot curry soup that the chef recommended, and then we had Brussels sprouts that were cooked like charred, and then jerk chicken, which is I just absolutely love because I'm a big fan of Caribbean food.
I think they marinate their jerk chicken for 24 hours, and then so it's really seasoned.
It was really seasoned. It was very good.
What did you have, Nathan?
I had the Motor City chicken sandwich, which don't let the word sandwich fool you because it's about like this tall when they bring it to you. You definitely need a fork and a knife to go through it. And if you're a fan of barbecue, it's an entire barbecue meal in one contained dish. And you start through, they have some crumbled cheese on the top. You go through, they've got the bacon and coleslaw. You get down into the magnificent chicken, and at the very bottom, they tie it all together with some toast. So if you cut straight through, you get an entire barbecue meal in one bite. And it was an amazing dish. I absolutely loved it.
It was like an open-faced sandwich, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because the person next to me got it. I was like, what is that? It looked really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
What did you have, Mary?
I had the jerk chicken, which was really delicious. It's on the spicy side, which is expected for Caribbean food, so I loved it. Everything was really good. Great flavor, great spices, very tangy, very juicy. Everything was really good.
So Nathan, you had the pound cake.
Yeah, that was very good as well. It was very dense, very moist, and the frosting as well as the rum sauce on it was absolutely perfect. Like it went very well with the dense, moist cake.
I love that dense
Yes.
pound cake kind of thing. Yeah, that's great. Let's talk about Chef Max for a bit. He, you said you go to the Caribbean often, and he's bringing the flavors here to the States and to Detroit. Do you think they're similar? Do you think he makes the grade?
Yes, I do, because I know that he expressed that he had been in the Caribbean to the exact island that I go to, and he was the chef for the premiere of the Turks and Caicos.
Wow.
So that was really great, and we had some discussion about some of the islands on the restaurant. So he is definitely into the Caribbean food scene.
I like the whole, just the whole atmosphere of it. The Lions game was on, like Mary said, and they had a live band. So it was like 2 levels. So the top level has a coffee shop, and then they had a live band on the other side, which is open to like the whole center of the place. And there was several other restaurants, so you had a lot of options. And a bar was there too. And outside they have, you can play basketball. They have a huge Jenga board and a huge Connect 4 board. There's a lot of things to do. And then there's artwork all along the upstairs also. So I really liked it.
It's very cool there.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a very industrial feeling.
Yes.
But it wasn't cold. And
Right,
it was
not
just
steely.
not
It was
steely,
warm
and I got the feeling that a lot of people from all over the Detroit area were there, because I met people from Marine City and Mount Clemens, and I'm from Belleville, so it was quite quite an eclectic mix of people that came there. And all different ages. You would think that that would just be a young vibe, but everybody was excited. And I even Facebooked Live for the first time. I was so proud of myself.
You go.
There was kids there too. There's like all kinds of ages. So yeah, it was really nice.
The communal seating might deter some people, but it's what works for the Detroit Shipping Company.
And I like that it was a stop for one of those, two actually different companies that have the pedal carts.
Yes.
I'd never really
pedal
seen
pubs,
that. The
cycle
pedal
pubs.
pubs, they were so cool, and I had not seen that before. Somebody tried to get me to take over his seat, but I wasn't.
Had he been drinking, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I especially like the idea of using the shipping containers for the building. I've never been in a building before made entirely of shipping containers, and it worked very well for it. I would say that it doesn't have, like you said, it's not a cold feeling. It's felt more like a community center, the way that it was laid out. You could definitely meet some friends there, especially if I was going to Wayne State. I think that would be a great place to go get a great meal.
But it's affordable too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I think the whole idea is to keep it affordable and to keep it fresh and fun and interesting.
Yeah, they did a great job.
And last on our list for today, Otus Supply. There are so many stories behind the concept and decor that they even named one of their dining rooms the library.
I'm Tom Bloom. I'm one of the partners and founders of the restaurant here, Otus Supply. Well, Otus was kind of, we jokingly refer to it as our spruce goose. We've been kind of toiling and boiling this idea for a long time. We've had the great fortune to work with a lot of awesome artists, and we called them up when we started this project. We said, would you be interested in, partaking in the kind of the construction and the build out and being a part of the fabric of Otus Supply? Well, we like to say it's a spirited gathering. It's a place where you can come one, come all. You can come in a suit, you can come in cut-off shorts. The food is meant to be delicious. We take great pride in the food, but it's not pretentious. We really want to be laid back. Same thing with the drinks. Having a curated beverage program doesn't mean we have to be snobs about it. We're just, making stuff that we like, that's good, it's healthy, it's not, processed. So it's actually, everything's, made in-house weekly or daily. I think for the most part, 90% of our stuff is from the state of Michigan. Our team is kind of been with us since the start. It's a team that really loves what we do. And if you're looking to, kind of have delicious food, delicious drink, and, in a comfortable and exciting environment, we'd like to welcome you.
Ferndale is really exploding with all kinds of new restaurants and different vibes and different tastes for everybody. Otus Supply Company is one of those where it's they kind of claim they're industrial, but it's still a little bit chic as well. What did you think?
Well, I thought if you go into a place that's industrial, it's going to be loud, and it wasn't like that at all. They had done a very skillful job. There were carpets on the floor, antique ones, and with the decor so that it wasn't loud and clangy. So it was very comfortable. The wait staff were attentive, and there were different things going on in different rooms.
What did you think, Nathan?
I also liked it. I had the heritage pork shank, which was definitely big enough for 2 people. And at one point, I was considering taking some home with me, but I just kept eating it. They let it marinate overnight, and it was so soft that I didn't even really need the knife. I could just use the fork to get it off. On the side of the pork, it also came with the beans. They were baked beans, as well as some charred onions, and they had some nice crunchy green beans as well in there. I also had, for dessert, I had the donut of the day. I've never had a donut like that before, and it was a cherry on top of a good meal.
Interesting. That's a good thing to hear. Mary, how about you?
I like the ambiance. They had a nice outdoor patio, very rustic, modern rustic inside. I ordered the opa fish, which is very rare warm-blooded fish. So yeah, it was delicious. I like to try new things. I like to try new food. So that's why I decided to have that.
So I had the opa fish as well, and it was in a tarragon butter sauce, so that was really just phenomenal. And it was on top of tempura potatoes. Like, I'm Irish and German, I've never had a
they're
potato quite like that.
Yum.
It was really great.
What else did you have?
We had a chocolate
Snowball.
chocolate snowball, and it had white chocolate, and it had kind of a chocolate honeycomb, and then it had caramel sauce on the bottom. It was very good. And my dinner partner had apple strudel with cinnamon ice cream and homemade marinated raisins. And I turned, and it was all of a sudden gone. I didn't even get an offer. Usually we split food. He did split some of his rigatoni. We had the rigatoni with wild boar. It was interesting. The rigatoni was al dente, and the boar was almost like a sausage. So it was wild boar sausage. And it had a kick to it, so it wasn't for the meek. But it was very good.
Their menu is seasonal, so like just because something was on there last time you went, it might be different. Their drink menu is seasonal as well. It was more of the bourbons and the whiskeys and the rums. That's what they had on their drink menu.
I was definitely impressed by the beer list. I definitely enjoy good craft beer. So I actually had a local Detroit beer called Manamana.
Manamana. Okay. Dee-dee-dee. Manamana.
It was very good. It was, if you're looking for a very sweet beer, it had a very lime, vanilla undertone as well to it. And it went very well with the pork shank.
Atmosphere too is really kind of cool there because they've got all different kinds of things going on there, whether it's, you know, kind of Art Deco-ish or classic or traditional. Ferndale is a great melting pot.
Right, and I liked that people were friendly.
And they have their own parking lot.
That is important. That is important. Yeah. Yeah. And as we wrap up this week, I want to thank our guests, Mary, and Nathan. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'd also like to thank our restaurants for this week, Brome Modern Eatery, Coop Detroit, and Otus Supply. Coming up next week on Dine and Dish Nation, nostalgic and quirky, lovers only, serving up some lovin' hot off the grill in the heart of Capitol Park. It's a hidden gem that's so worth the hunt. For authentic Mexican and Italian eats, El Barzone speaks the language. And the Rattlesnake Club, 30 years and still dynamic in the D. Sizzling steaks and sweeping skyline views keep up with the competition. So join us next time for real people, real food, and real reviews right here on Dine and Dish Nation. I'm Kam Carman, and thanks for being with us. So you had the pound cake,
Yes.
Nathan.
Name sandwich fool you. It's definitely something this.
Dude, that was gonna be a really good fight too.
What the fork is going on?